Hi, I'm Damien Lash with Parallel North and Lake Charlevoix News. I got Scott McKenzie on the show. We're going to give you a very condensed version of what's going down. It's going to be jam-packed.
There is a lot.
Thanks, man.
Hey, great. Thanks for having me back on again.
Well, how was the overall, in a nutshell, bring us up to speed on the year, starting with the Doggone Dog Show?
Well, the Doggone Fun Dog Show, that the Jordan Valley Lions puts on an annual event, and it was a blast. It was a blast. Everybody that came had a wonderful time. We crowned the kings and queens and awards for the silliest dog or the best dog trick, and we even had a dog that came on that's being trained to be a police drug dog.
Okay.
And we hid some stuff on my personal, and he couldn't find it. So.
Oh wow! So, he couldn't find it.
No, he couldn't find it.
He's hired.
But he still got some training to do.
Okay, all right. We'll get you back on we'll get you back on whatever he's up to.
No, but it really was a fun time. It was a great time. We raised about $1,000 to the Humane Society, and thanks so much to the Jordan Valley Lions.
Oh, that's great. And then now here we are.
Yeah, we've got a lineup this year, a plethora of things to do for the pet lover in Charlevoix and Emmett and Antrim County. We're going to start off with the Run for Their Lives, which has been a run that we've been doing for quite some time, I think 15 years now. It's a 5K fun run walk, and it's the first Saturday of Mushroom Festival. So it'll be May 14th this year, early in the morning. Folks gather up down behind the chamber, and you bring your pet-friendly animal with you. You can walk it or run it with the rest of the gang and your family. And it's a great fundraiser for the Humane Society, and it's a great kind of a social gathering and kind of shaking off cabin fever and having fun in the spring.
15 years, huh?
You know, I don't even know when it really first started. But it's been going on for quite some time.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's been going on a while, but I guess the time does get by you.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Well, it's a lot of fun. It's a fun get-together, and the first 150 people that register get a T-shirt for it, and it's just a lot of fun.
What time is that
prizes? Registration is 6:30 to 7:30, and the run starts at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, and that's Saturday.
Yep, that's Saturday, May 14th, and you're done by there are some stragglers, but most folks are done by 9:30. And then you've got all the Mushroom Festival festivities, and the carnival opens up. And
so perfect time to end the run is to come in, and by that time the Mushroom Festival is turned on in full go. Well,
it's a fun event, and folks have a good time at it. And we take pictures, we put them on. You can go on our Humane Society Facebook page and see some photos of folks doing. I've got the registration form right here. You can actually go online and get it too. There's a link to it if you want to participate.
This is the form here.
Yeah.
We got and this form's up on the page.
It's on our Facebook page. There's a link right there. You can pull up right on your computer. You can print it off and fill it out. And
great,
bring it in.
Excellent. There you go. The easy can't go.
And we try to be high tech.
These guys are ultra high tech.
Yeah, don't ask me how they do it, but it just magically appears somehow.
Hey, register while you can.
Yeah, like that Charlie and the Chocolate Mix, that episode when the TV thing, it goes just those particles magically float through the air and then show up.
I always wondered, people say about that, where does that text message come from?
Yeah.
Where are those birds at, man?
Yeah,
there's birds floating around, landing in my phone, all kinds of stuff.
Then, for the folks over in the Charlevoix side, or if you want to travel the other end of the county, the other side of the lake, Charlevoix Farmers Market is doing dog days at the Charlevoix Farmers Market.
Now, is that all the time on Farmers?
No, that's just May 26th,
okay,
one day.
May 26th, one day.
Where you can bring your pet. We're going to have some Doxy Derby, Dachshund Derby there.
Well, you're going to take, really?
Kind of like
I want to film it.
Free limbs for the big one at WoofStock.
You got to taste this. You got to sample this, man.
Yeah. And so there are going to be vendor booths and all those other nonprofit groups, and we're going to have. We might even bring our puppies. We've got a group of puppies that'll be ready for displaying at that time. Some bloodhound puppies. We'll bring as many of them we've got.
All right. Yeah.
And some other animals.
Are you going to be doing more of that, like bringing the pets out to these events so people can adopt them? They can wear that little vest.
We really would like to, but it really is hard to do.
It's hard to do.
It's hard to do. It's hard with staffing and making sure they're there. the length of time that they're there, because usually if I'm at one of these events, it's for
and I guess we just don't want to give a dog to somebody on a whim.
Yeah,
he's cute. Let me take him home.
And that's the other challenge. Our adoption process is pretty elaborate, and for very good reason.
Yeah, here you can get kids a little easier than you can these pets.
Yeah, just about. No, we take the adoption process very seriously, and there's a lot of things that adoption's not an impulse purchase for a pet, because it's a lifetime commitment.
Hey, let me ask you this real quick. We had Jess on the show. Awesome lady, Jess.
Just compliment.
If anybody doing the fostering?
Yeah.
That going well?
Yeah, we have foster. We have a number of foster families, a number of animals that are out in foster right now.
Nice.
And the challenge there with the fostering, and it's a very valuable asset that we have for folks that want to do that and get involved, is an animal is out of sight, out of mind at the shelter. If somebody's coming in to adopt,
right.
and so it almost defeats the purpose.
So maybe we should do like America's Most Wanted,
Yeah, there you go.
A mug shot,
Yeah.
up on there. You have to look at these mug shots before you go through and see the
critters. Have a bulletin board at the shelter. It's called Meet the Fosters.
Meet the Fosters.
Yeah, so we've got photos of the animals that are in foster care.
Yeah, are we getting that? Are we getting that? Are we putting that up on the page?
The
picture of the board?
We should do that.
I want to get a picture of the board, so we can get a picture of the board up and get it shared around, and so people can see those candidates for adoption, and show you that people are actually fostering and it's a program working.
Right. So then after the farmers market, Bay Harbor Beer and Wine Festival is May 28th. There are folks up at Not Just a Bar are sponsoring this event, and proceeds will benefit the Charlevoix Area Humane Society. Pretty darn cool.
Not Just a Bar in Bay Harbor.
Yep, Not Just a Bar in Bay Harbor, and that's noon till 7 o'clock on the 28th. And there are going to be all kinds of great beers and wines to sample, and proceeds will benefit the Humane Society.
Okay, once again, that's one of the things you want to really make sure that when we're out here pitching a lot of this stuff, the kickback does go to the Humane Society. So it's not like we're just telling people, hey, go to the bar and do your thing, even though we are welcome to do so.
Yeah.
A lot of times these are...
Well, I'm glad I've got your permission to do that.
Yeah, enjoy. And just make sure you donate a little. But for the most part, that's why we mentioned some of the locations.
Yeah.
Because that particular day on that
It's not a shameless plug for business, it's a shameless plug for the Humane Society.
It's a shameless plug, it's not right in my pocket.
And then after the Beer and Wine Festival at Not Just a Bar in Bay Harbor, we have the Charlevoix Marathon, and that's new this year. The marathon's huge.
It is.
The Charlevoix Marathon, and what they do at the Charlevoix Marathon, there are 4 or 5 charities of choice that when you register, your registration proceeds, a vast portion of that goes to support that charity. Well, this year, the Charlevoix Area Humane Society is going to be participating in the Charlevoix Marathon as one of those charities of choice. And we are going to be under the auspices of Carolina's Critters, supporting the Charlevoix Humane Society. And for those of you that don't know, Carolina was one of the beautiful young ladies that died in a tragic car accident on the way back from Michigan State University. She was a big supporter of the Humane Society, and her family has established this as a way to memorialize and honor her passion for animals.
There you go.
And so folks can sign up at the Charlevoix Marathon on June 25th and run on behalf of Carolina's Critters, and proceeds will benefit our foster program and our trap, neuter, spay, release program.
It's down. Is that the marathon that's on Petoskey Avenue?
Yeah.
The road that comes into Charlevoix from Boise City, from Petoskey. It's the Easy Mart.
It's a major accredited, you get sanction points for the Boston Marathon.
Okay, there you go. So if you're legitimately serious about running, this is something that you might want to get into anyway. So that's cool.
And then bada bing, bada boom, right after that is our big WoofStock, which
there it
is
is, baby.
6th. The 3rd annual WoofStock. This year the music lineup is absolutely fantastic, thanks to your thought.
Thank you. Powered by Parallel North.
Yeah, Dana's been helping line up some great acts. We've consolidated, condensed the event. It's not a whole lot shorter, but it's more action-packed.
Yeah, I really have to say, not that I'm playing it up or nothing, but we've got some phenomenal talent. And wait till you see who we have marketed coming in, and I think it's no matter what you like or where you're coming from, you're not going to be disappointed. And we got the Derby, The dash,
the Doxy Derby.
so you can sample it at the Charlevoix thing.
Yeah. That's the sanctioned event to be qualified
That's
for
to get you tasted. And then we have the Derby Dash. And I got some video I recorded from last year. I'm going to put that up. You'll see a lot more of it. It's great comedy.
Doxy Derby will be right at about 3 o'clock, give or take a few minutes. So that's always a real hoot. A lot of the great things that you've always loved from WoofStock will be there. We have the horse-drawn wagon rides will be there. We'll have the dog pulling competition, which I think actually this year may actually be a sanctioned event again this year for the first time.
They were really reaching out last year. Those guys were pretty cool.
And then the folks from south of Traverse City with the agility demonstrations. This year we will have the games and activities more fine-tuned. Greater plethora of volunteers to help manage things. We've got our usual sponsors and new sponsors that are new this year. So it's bigger, better. The food, beverage, the beer and the wine. Mackinaw Trails Winery has been amazingly supportive of this whole thing. Yeah. They give us the entire grounds of the facility that day.
One of the nicest things. That is very kind and
good people.
Awesome.
Good people.
I mean, that's kind of the model of what I think people should try to copy when they do stuff like that. Is ultra giving.
Well, then after WoofStock, which is August 6th, Dining for Paws is back again for the 4th year. This is absolutely wonderful, fun time for everybody involved. We've got people host dinner parties all over the county. They can be themed, they can be potlucks, they can be fancy catered. There are a number of restaurants that are participating again this year. You can actually take your party and go to a restaurant instead of having all these people traipsing through your house. And then everybody goes to the Shanahan Barn at the Charlevoix Country Club for the Afterglow, which is filled with. Last year we had 11 restaurants doing gourmet desserts.
Yeah, real cool. We got material on that too. Just to let you know, you can always check out some of the stuff we've talked about through their site. We have, so if you're curious what it was all about, we have pictures and video of content.
And then to wrap up, of course, there's always other little things that are going on all year long, but the wrap up on our calendar of events is the Great Pumpkin Run, which is the first Saturday of October, which will be October 1st this year.
But we're not hurrying to October. We're not hurrying. It'll get here when it gets here. But we do have a pretty good, I think it's going to be a fun WoofStock this year, though. I really do. I think it's going to be a good time.
But we got a great group of dedicated volunteers and people that are really passionate about animals and doing what's right for the animals. We're basically, we feel like we're the voice for these helpless creatures that deserve a quality life and a quality home. And by participating and supporting these events that we're doing here, that we just rattled off for you, in one way or another, any way that you can, you're helping us with our mission.
And you don't just have to go to these events to help. I mean, tell them about it, Scott.
Go and have fun.
You can also stop up to the shelter anytime and do a donation or drop off a bag of food or look into some of the fostering or even inquiring and gaining knowledge. Just tell somebody else who might be interested in it.
You know what, Dave? You don't even have to have any ulterior motives. You can just go to these things and have fun.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm in.
Just go to a party and have a good time, and at the same time, you're actually helping a cause, whether you meant to or not.
Yeah, so even on accident, you can say, I did something good that day.
Yeah, and for myself.
And for Scott. Well, hey, we do appreciate your time. We'll be doing more things, and we're keeping you up to date throughout the. But
I want to make sure folks see these. These come out every quarter. This is the spring issue. They come out in the Shopper publication. We send them to 14,000 mailboxes in Charlevoix County. We've got sponsors that are businesses that take out ads in these, so I want you to thank them. If you get your newsletter out and thank those businesses because they help us get the word out about the Charlevoix Area Humane Society and things that we do there. That's kind of one other way to get the news and information out about our mission. So,
and you got a little crossword in
there. Something for
Oh, that's kind of clever. That's it right there. That's it.